So somebody asked me, so okay, you're a targeted individual, what happens to you? What does that mean? That means you are targeted by a certain agency or whatever it is. I don't really know what's behind it. I know it's dark, I know it's wrong. It's probably the worst crime in humanity. I wouldn't wish this upon a child molester or a murderer. It's horrible. Period. Anyways, what is it? What are the tactics that are used to make somebody feel like they've lost their humanity? This gang stalking, for one. So that's wherever you go, in public, wherever, you're being followed. So by pedestrians. And not only that, the pedestrians, they're signaling to each other. So they're scratching their nose. Or maybe all of them put one hand in their pocket. Or maybe one of them itch one side of their face, but they do it to each other and they make eye contact while they do it. So you know, these people really aren't just at the same exact time looking at each other. And then when you call them out on it, they act like you're completely crazy. They go, what? I don't know what you're talking about. That's called gaslighting. Look it up. It's gaslighting. So that's the really big kicker. That's, make somebody think that they're insane, because then they lose all their credibility. So we got the gang stalking. Then we got the noise campaign. Now this is when I first noticed. Me and my girlfriend were laying in our apartment, and every day I wake up, long press on the horn. Why? Every day? And then as soon as I go outside, down the stairs, out to my car, like clockwork. So they want to get you sensitized to that noise. Make sure they know, or make sure you know, that they're watching. They know where you are. Okay, so we got noise campaigns, gang stalking, and then the color harassment. So they want to get you sensitized to a certain color. So for example, when I would go down to my apartment, there would be red and white vehicles parked in the parking lot. Maybe 4 or 5. Which, okay, tons of red and white cars in the world, in the country. But I drive down the street, and the cars on the road, all red and white, mostly. Few black and blue cars, but the red and the white ones are paired, strategically driving behind one another on the road. And it wouldn't matter how long I drove for, I would see red, white, red, white, red, white. So they want you to know you are being watched. And there's hundreds of people behind these campaigns. I mean, it's a deep thing. So you got noise campaigns, gang stalking, and then the vehicular mobbing, which is the red and the white vehicles, or they may be blue, or they may be all black. It doesn't matter. But they want you to be uneasy. Okay? Now, the last thing I want to talk about is mobbing. So this is public mobbing. So whenever I go into a business, someone will stand super close into my personal space, get right up in there. And then I turn on my head to look at them, and boom, they take off. Not take off like they take off running, they back up a little bit. But it'll be, one person, maybe if I'm in the line at the checkout, and they're all the way at the other end, at the other register, and they're starting to check out, they'll purposely come over to me and come and stand behind me and get in my space for no apparent reason. Or I've had where I go into let's say Walgreens. I'm looking at something on the shelf. They'll come on each side of me and crowd my personal space. Like they're going to try and box me in to make me feel uncomfortable. And I don't try to pay any attention to it. I just say, hi, how are you? Smile and have a nice day. Say, God bless you. And these people go on their way. But they want you to know that we're here and we're here to make you uncomfortable. So look into it yourself. Research the following topics. Research noise campaign, gang stalking, color harassment. Google targeted individual. and mobbing, workplace mobbing, public mobbing, vehicular mobbing. These are all tactics that they use to try to break our spirit.